Hey, what's up, YouTube? And welcome back to the Knicks Cave. Today we're going to be talking about 3 players that really got to have a strong training camp. A strong training camp. Let's talk about that, alright? Let's talk about it. Hey, what's up? And welcome back to the Knicks Cave. Today we're going to be talking about them 3 players. But first, let me say, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and definitely leave a comment in the comment section. The New York Knicks is feeling really confident with what they have on the roster going into the season. That's why they invested so heavily this summer. They splurged on their own in free agency, and when they looked outside the organization for help, they did so by bringing in players that can help sustain or, matter of fact, improve the success that we had last year. There are 3 players that we're going to be talking about, and I'm going to say 3 players that desperately need to have a good training camp. Well, 2. One of them just need to have a good training camp. He's not in any desperate mode because he's a rookie. And yes, I probably gave it away. That first player going to be my man, Miles Mcbride. Miles Mcbride, when I say he's going to have trouble, it probably won't be for his playing skills. It's just historically, our super coach of the year, Tom Thibodeau, he really don't like playing rookies. It's not like my man Mcbride is the #1 overall pick, so Tom Thibodeau won't be under no pressure to have him on the floor automatically once the season starts. But the 21-year-old is an obvious candidate out of the 3 to make the team. To make the active roster. And I think he will have a chip on his shoulder because if you think about it, 35 players was drafted before him, and the Knicks drafted 2 players before they even thought about him. So I know he's going to come into the season wanting to make a mark. So with that being said, I don't think he's going to be in the roster. A lot of people think he's going to make the roster with some of these pundits because, he's coming into a crowded backcourt of point guards for the New York Knicks. And we haven't said that in a long time. And this is another thing we haven't said. They're capable point guards. We have... Well, Derrick Rose was once an all-star. Kemba Walker was once an all-star. But I'm going to put Kemba Walker more to the all-star because he's only 1 year removed from being an all-star, where Derrick Rose is about 6-7 years of being an all-star. But I could see Derrick Rose going for that 6th man. He was up for that position this season that just passed, and I could see him winning that award this year with the acquisition of Kemba Rose and Evan Fournier. But let's get into the second player. So before I move on, to the second player, I'm gonna point out, Mcbride. Mcbride, his game. The reason I say I don't think he's gonna go to the G League because he has an undoubtedly, undeniable maturity about his game. It's like he's young and he's a rookie, but he plays like he's a 3rd-year vet. And be honest, come on, y'all seen him in summer league, and he's not a selfish player. So I know Randle would love him on the team. RJ Barrett, because he cuts, he drives, he can hit that mid-range, and that's gonna draw the defense to him once he get in the mid-range inside the paint. They're gonna have to play defense on him. It's gonna leave either New Orleans Noel open, or my man Mitchell Robson, or Julius Randle coming in for drive on the left side of the paint, the weak side, hit him off for a dunk. Mcbride, I can see him doing all of that in his rookie year. I'm just saying, I think he's going to be that good. Now let's get to the second player on this list, and that would be Mitchell Robson. It wasn't long ago when Mitchell Robson was a crucial part of the New York Knicks rebuild, our plans, whatever. He was an enigma and a surprise. But after that first year, we had big plans for Mitchell Robson. But with injuries playing an increasing role in his career, I don't really see too much offense. It's like he's plateauing already. I think he's in his position to be threatened. You know what I'm saying? His long-term standing with the organization, it never felt more threatening, if you ask me. It feels like it's a bully outside waiting for him after school. If he don't get his act together this season, there's been talk about Leon Rose is willing to sign him before the season opener. You know what I'm saying? But I think he's going to have a really strong training camp because, we did resign New Orleans Noel, and he's going to have to beat him out for that starting position. We have Taj Gibson, and we have a young buck in the waiting by the name of Jericho Sims. So Mitchell Robinson is going to have to really do something in training camp to impress. Matter of fact, to remind the Knicks organization why they want him. You know what I'm saying? He got to remind the management like who he is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just a kid from West Virginia that just popped on the scene that nobody knew about. And he got to remind the organization of that, or he's going to be gone. Matter of fact, I don't think he's going to be gone. What's going to happen is, come trade deadline, we're going to package him up with a deal either for Lillard or somebody. We're going to be trying to make some type of blockbuster trade. And if he don't get his act right, he's going to be packaged up. And it's kind of hard to say, because even if he do get his act right, the Knicks might package him, keeping our young core that we just acquired, and bringing Damian Lillard and moving him, Kevin Knox, and that's another video. That's another video. I'm gonna tell you, that's another video. Oh, that's another video. All right, let's move it right along. The third player on this list is like I said, the third player on the list is gonna be third player list. I don't know why I'm studying like that. I'm just thinking about. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just started thinking about the video of Mitchell Robson and Kevin Knox and what kind of package if they have a good year. Because I don't think the Knicks gonna keep them. But if they can show something this season, I can see them putting together and going out and getting somebody. Oh, that just hit me like, oh, will Kevin Knox and Mitchell Robinson be going at the end of the trade deadline? Something to think about. All right, last but not least, is Obi Toppin. It's hard to say how much the 23-year-old really has to gain in training camp, since there are obvious and enormous obstacles, roadblocks, whatever you want to call it, that's put ahead of him. And one being our all-star and our boy Julius Randle, because Julius Randle played a ton of minutes at power forward. Matter of fact, that's the only position he do play. I can see if we want to go small, we can slide Julius Randle in at the center, maybe Obi Toppin. But I don't see that happening right now, because we did re-sign Noel, Mitchell Robson coming back from injury. We have Jericho Sims, we have Tobbs Gibson. So I don't know. But like I said, it's not a lot of great opportunities for power forward for him to get there. So he's gonna have to have a real strong training camp to prove that he can back up Julius Randle. That's what I'm saying. And it's not like we can kick him into the center position for the reason I just explained, because we do have Nerlens Noel, Tobbs Gibson, Jericho Sims, and Mitchell Robson. And Mitchell Robinson and Noel, they're going to be fighting it out for the starting job. I'm telling you, come training camp, so they're going to be playing hard. So if Mitchell Robinson win the starting job, then you know how hard they're going to be playing. That means Noel's probably get the backup job. I don't know. We're going to see. You know what I'm saying? We can't be surprised. I can't wait to training camp start. We only got like a week and some change left. And I just want to get all the reports I can and bring them right back to you, so that the Knicks is going to have a great year. This is going to be one of them years that I don't know. I can hear everybody talking about the Knicks. I'm seeing cats going outside buying their Knicks hats. I'm seeing all the Knicks haters going out and getting their Knicks jersey and their Knicks gear up to par. Not from 1985. They're not going to be wearing Patrick Ewing and John Starks and Allen Houston jerseys. They're going to go out and be buying Obi Toppin, Julius Randle, my man, maybe Mcbride. They're going to go out and get new jerseys from the New York Knicks. And like I said, it's going to be hard for him to break that rotation, Obi Toppin that is. But with that being said, Toppin, he do have a lot to lose coming training camp. Yeah, I mean, he have a lot to lose. But for now, he's a young player who just might be a victim of circumstances. I mean, when I say about that, what I mean about that is, it ain't his fault that the New York Knicks had the best player mentality in last year's draft, and they went out and they got him. But I tell you this, if he don't start, and I'm gonna be wrong, and it could be too soon, but the way the NBA way sports is today, they don't give the players 2 or 3 years to kind of marinate and get to know their goddamn self on the court or the field, or even on the mound, whatever sport we talking about. They want quick results. If we don't get them results in year 2, they start labeling you Kwame Brown. I hope Kwame Brown won't come across this video, but that bust label, they start calling players a bust. And if Obi Toppin don't do what he's supposed to do this year, I guarantee he will be hearing that, because first of all, alright, he's 23 years old, and he will be 24 in March. And the thing about when we drafted him, that was supposed to be the advantage, that he would have the ability to come right into the season and contribute right away because of his age. But like I told some people back in the day, I liked the pick, and I thought we could have went in other ways. I was like, you know, I don't want to get hyped because he was playing against college players. So these was kids, and he was already damn near a grown man, if you want to call him a grown man. Your mind not fully developed till you're 26 years old, so you still be making immature decisions. But body-wise, he was like a man playing against, you know, kids. So did that contribute to him having so much success in college? I don't know. But what I do know is that he got to come out and have a real good, strong training camp. He had a good summer league. He didn't have that because of Corona and when his rookie year, but he got to get into it. But then again, is it because he's playing against little boys and he's a grown man? I don't know, and I hope not. But with that being said, I want everybody out there to stay healthy, stay safe, God bless, and peace.